The Reserve Bank of India's Internal Working Committee has recommended giving banking licenses to the large corporates and industrial houses, the non-bank financial companies as we know it, and making necessary amendments to the Banking Regulation Act of 1949. Now, this means that corporates or industrial houses can take significant stakes, something that the Reserve Bank of India has strongly objected to in the past. Now, the Working Committee group was formed in June this year in order to review the ownership guidelines and the corporate structure of the Indian private sector banks. Now, they released their report on Friday. The committee's proposal of allowing corporate houses to enter the banking sector has been appreciated by some but has been criticized by many. Now, some have welcomed the move and has called it a progressive step. Now, the Indian banks are in dire need of recapitalization. The report says that instead of depending solely on the government amid the ongoing pandemic and when the economy is in heavy need of capital infusion, corporates can help do the job. Now, corporates will not only infuse capital but will also bring the necessary expertise, experience and strategic direction to the banking system. Now, part of the proposal was also that non-bank financial companies could convert to banks and large businesses can be considered for setting up the banks. Now, let me clear it again that these are the recommendations and not the final guidelines. Now, P. Chidambaram has strongly opposed the move and said that this would reverse the gains India has made in the last couple of decades of retrieving the bank sector from the clutches of business houses. Now, it is being said that Centre is using RBI to push its own agenda and that this proposal is a part of a bigger, deeper game to control the banking system. Now, the concerns raised vary from the shift of economic power to the exposure of the safety net that is provided to the banks if corporates come into play. Now, the main issue that has been raised in the proposal is that corporate houses can easily turn banks into a source of fund for their businesses. Now, in addition, they can ensure that funds are directed to their associates. That means they can use banks to provide finance to customers and suppliers of their businesses. Now, adding a bank to a corporate house means an increase in the concentration of economic power that they already hold. Now, just as the politicians have used banks to further their political interests, so will the corporate houses. Now, this cannot be denied that politically connected corporates or corporates who favor the government will be getting the first priority. Now, the government interference will increase. Most importantly, RBI, known as the Independent Autonomous Body, is doubtful to stand to its name. Now, explaining the risks in corporate running banks, former RBI Governor Raghuram Rajan said that corporate houses can use the banks to get funds when they need. Also, the regulators can succumb to political pressure or the urgency of the moment. Rajan has questioned the urgency and the timings of the committee recommendations. He said that there is no denying that India needs more banking services, as the report has even rightly pointed out. Given that India's credit GDP ratio is way low, banks incur huge loan losses. Now, but he questioned that in this situation, whether it was wise to bring corporate houses with a significant conflict of interest into banking. Now, he said that if the aim was to bring managerial capabilities, RBI already has a provision of business houses with a certain part of their business into a non-financial firm to apply for the license. And these firms stand with less conflicts. Now, he also lauded many of the technical rationalizations proposed by the committee, but its main recommendation of letting the corporates into banking, he said it is best left on the shelf. Now, let me also bring it to your notice that 8 years back in 2013, the RBI had provided guidelines that permitted corporate and industrial houses to apply for the banking license. However, none of the corporates were ultimately given license, while some of them withdrew. Now, only two entities qualified for the license that time, which is IDFC Bank, which is a public limited company, and the Bandhan Financial Services. Now, then in 2014, the RBI restored the prohibition on the entry of corporates into the banking system. Now, the committee that time had said that it is premature to allow industrial houses to own the banks. And RBI's position in this matter has remained unchanged ever since then.